is about being a crazy bitch. This love has taken its toll. It's really weird and it doesn't really make sense. I guess it's not really weird, it's really cool. Hi, I'm Rosinkranz and this is Music You Should Know.
I think about it in my sleep under sheets. I think about it, talk about it like it's in my teeth.
When I was making my lover, I focused on the theme of a garden a lot because a garden is a place where life, death, pruning, picking, watering, roots and weeds can all exist, good and bad, life and death, all together and still look very beautiful. That's a lot of things in my life. And I also constantly was visualizing like the lifespan of plants, how, you know, things are planted and things grow and blossom and bloom and reach their fullest potential, and then they start to wilt and die and go back into the ground, becoming life for the next plants ahead. That's how I see a lot of things in my life as well. And sometimes the wilting and the death part is a very necessary process to get to the other side and produce more life. So there's a lot of nuance to that, but the garden theme was something that was a forefront. I don't think I've ever released a song like Chronic, and I think that was birthed out of a pretty tragic time. It shows a lot of different phases in my life where I would say that kind of represents the imagery of the plant, like being sown and then growing and blossoming and wilting and dying and becoming food for the next life ahead. Like I would say that resembles that imagery the best. Another thing that was kind of at the forefront of my mind was making music that is timeless. I mean, I love all of my other music, but going forward, I just was really focused on wanting to make things that felt like they had longevity in my life. So even through like visuals, I wanted to use things that are timeless in my life. Timeless things in my life are like horses and the beach and the ocean and surfing and dance, ballet. Like dance was so important to me growing up. And so I wanted to incorporate a lot of those visual themes. Horses are so strong, so much authority, so powerful, but also so intuitive, so sensitive, so delicate. And same with ballet, very strong, but also very ethereal and pretty, and as well as the ocean, it is like very glittery and gorgeous, but it can be a monster sometimes as well. I remember when I was super little, I remember always telling my mom like certain sounds, or even like my sister's names or whatever it was, I'd always have like instant imagery and color to it. I guess isn't that like synesthesia, I guess? Yeah. Like I've never said that because I don't know why, I've never been like, oh yeah, I have synesthesia, but I've always like, my mom was always like, wait, that's so crazy, you have like shapes and colors that come to your mind when you hear certain words or sounds. But I would say like, I feel that way with the whole project. Like I could tell you what each song's color is, and all of the songs though, I have imagery for and colors for. I like don't really have the professional language for production sometimes, so I use like colors and swirls and shapes to explain what I'm trying to get across in the music. And my dad somehow knows exactly what I'm talking about, and he can relay it to Oliver, and Oliver's like, and just like, yeah, puts it, it's like perfect every single time. So I feel like we have a good flow going on. Never done arenas. It was definitely like the first show, I don't get nervous, but I remember before the very, very first show, I like went behind, or like right behind the stage, and I was like, look, you can see like all the chairs and everything, the seats, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually massive. Yeah, I don't know, it was really fun. Like as soon as I step out on the stage, like I kind of forget everything and I feel very comfortable, and I kind of step into a flow state pretty much. And there were times where it was definitely challenging too, because you know, it's not my audience, and there's like 15,000 of these people out there, and learning how to command a crowd that's not yours, and also be sensitive to like what people are like willing to do and what they're not willing to do. It was just like a very like intuitive exercise, and ultimately I just made sure like before each show that I was gonna have a lot of fun. Good, it was just awesome, a great experience. My favorite song to perform was both City and Chronic. Both very, very different songs. City was just so fun because I was able to like run around and dance and jump, and it's very forward moving, and it felt very like, I can be big up on the stage. Chronic was big in a different way. I would stand still just with like the mic stand, and that one I feel like it was like a very spiritual experience. I felt very sensitive. My dad was playing the violin. and we would kind of like bounce off of each other. And that one was just like, that one's very like this. I don't know how to explain it. And, like, I just feel like there's a lot of power coming from like this one, like a grounded place, versus like City was very like all over the place and like big and loud and colorful, but this was like more grounded. So anyways, Chronic and City. My favorite to watch from Maroon 5, I mean, all of them, because all of them are so nostalgic and like, I mean, hit after hit after hit after hit. I love This Love. This love has taken its toll. That one, because I just like listening to that one in my car, honestly. Yeah, it's This Love, One More Night, She Will Be Loved, everything. Moves Like Jagger, yeah, everything, honestly. That's the only title that I wanted to change. I don't know why, it the title just doesn't resonate so much, but it is about being a crazy bitch, so it's honest at the same time. Like maybe Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, only because I go, Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. That's the only part that like kind of sticks out, but I mean, honestly, it is about being a crazy bitch and being like, I don't know, just wanting somebody to still want you even though they probably shouldn't. Like me and my best friend were talking and she was like dumping an experience of like, I still want this person to need me and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I feel like every girl goes through that sometimes. Like this one's the most chaotic. This is the most colorful. I see like a lot of dark green and like very like, almost like hot pink. And it's just like, kind of just splatters in your face. Yeah. There's lots of nuance to that one as well, but that's the first thing that comes to my mind. Yeah, and I'm really excited to make more music. That's my favorite part of the entire process, is the creating. So yeah, I'm just so excited for this one to finally be out so I can get on to the next.